All right, everybody, welcome back to class. This hour is a beginning vocabulary hour, and we are going to be talking about job activities. Okay, the link that you all can go to is here in the chat box. Go ahead and open that up, and you'll see a whole bunch of flashcards and things like that. Okay. So what we do in my vocabulary classes for beginners is we take a look at the words that are in the list, okay, and we discuss what the word would mean, and we also discuss if there are any other meanings that we could use for the word. Okay, so if there are other idioms or phrasal verbs that we could use using that word, we discussed those as well. Okay, let's see who we have here in class so far. How about Thomas? How are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello. I'm Thomas.
Hi. Great. Thomas, you're from Hungary. Okay,
yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, welcome to class. Good to have you here.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, and Mehmet, how are you?
Hi, my friend. Thank you. I am from Turkey. I live in Istanbul.
Great. Good to have you here in class.
Thank you so much, man.
Awesome. Let's see. How about Jessica? How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine.
Great. Jessica, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, Salvador.
Great. So you're from Brazil. Wonderful. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
All right. How about Francisco? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent.
I like your video in the YouTube about hamburgers.
I watched that. I think I watched that even today. I've watched that so many times.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you. It is so funny.
Yes. It's me talking.
I love it. It's great. Oh, good.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, if you guys, if you have not seen the video, let me see if I could grab it real quick. I'll post it in the chat box. It is, oh man, it's way too funny. So it's right here. This is the video that we're talking about. Yeah, check it out if you want to. It's really funny. Awesome. Thank you, Francisco. All right. How about Burku? How are you?
Hi, I am Burcu.
Oh, is it Burcu or
Burcu.
Burcu, okay. And where are you from?
I am from Turkey, in Istanbul.
Great. Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Excellent. How about Badir?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Good to have you here in class. Badir, where are you from?
I'm from Morocco, in the south of Morocco.
Great. Well, good to have you here in class.
Thank you very much.
All right, how about Abida? Abida, are you there?
Hi there, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. Abida, where are you from?
I'm from Morocco as well. I am from the University of Mohammed V English section. I've assisted some of your courses and I'm joining you today in this course.
Awesome. Well, welcome to class.
Thank you.
All right, how about Halwani? How are you?
Hello, Chad. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
I hope that you are doing really good because the last
Yeah, I had an emergency that I had to go take care of with my wife and kids. Everyone's okay. They just needed me to be there, and yeah, so I had to go take care of some things with the school and yeah, so I had to miss last hour. So I do apologize. But yeah, everything's fine. No one's hurt or anything like that. But yeah, I had to run and do that real quick.
Okay.
Cool. Well, thank you for asking. Let's see. Let's go to Jane. How are you, Jane?
Hi, Chad. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Welcome back to class.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Tablas made it in. How are you doing, Tablas?
Oh, thank you.
Great. Welcome back to class.
Thank you. How are you, Chad?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. All right. So the link to the class that we are, or the words that we're going to be going over, I'm going to put in the chat box once again. Okay. If you decide to hang out in the Google chat, I'll put it there for you as well. Okay. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off over on the left-hand side with Abida. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll read through these words. We'll go one word at a time, and we'll talk about the word, talk about other ways we can use the word, and things like that. So everybody, if you have an idea, just go ahead and shout it out. Okay, and I'll try and get around to everybody, and we'll write the answers and our thoughts in the box. Okay. Okay. So let me go to screen share real quick. When you open up the link, this is what you're going to see. Okay. So we have a whole bunch of different words. I'll zoom in. Okay, and so this hour we're talking about job activities. Okay, so different jobs we can do, and a lot of these are verbs. Okay, and we'll talk about the different ways we can use them as well. So first word here. Okay, Abida, go ahead and read that and tell us what's going on here in this picture.
Act, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
What's going on? What's going on here?
Like act. What is acting?
Yeah. So acting. What are the different places where we see acting?
Well, acting can be on the stage, on like theater, series, films, movies, and
stage, theater. Okay. Series, cinema.
And movies.
Movies, yeah. Okay, TV. Okay, TV or series would be similar. Okay, so those are the main places we can act, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what if we say, don't act stupid? Okay, have you heard that before? Don't act stupid.
Yes.
Okay, or don't act like you don't know what's going on. Okay? So what if you hear these type of phrases? What would those mean? What do you guys think?
Like attitude?
An attitude. Yeah. Yeah, so if I'm pretending like I don't know what's going on, okay? Or maybe you are oblivious. Oblivious means that something could be happening right in front of you, and you say, nope, it doesn't exist. Okay, so if you act like nothing is going on, okay, that sometimes can be a bad thing. Okay. How else have you guys heard the word act used? Okay, how about who are the people that do the acting? What are they called?
Actors.
Actors, good. What about the women?
Actress.
Yes, actress. Okay, and what about the people that you see in the background? Let's see if you're watching a TV show or a movie. Okay, you see a lot of people in the background. Does anyone know what they are called?
Audience.
What was that? I heard audience, and then I heard something else.
Spectacle.
Okay, the spectacle. Okay, we have a special word for them. Okay, they're called extras. Okay, the extras. Okay, those are the people that you see walking in the background in the TV show. Okay, so if the two main characters are talking to each other and someone walks behind them, that person would be called an extra. Okay, so those are the other people, the extra people in movies and TV. Okay, what else? If we're acting, what type of words are related to acting? Okay, what do they read? What do they read the words from? It's not a book.
Like a scenario.
A scenario. Okay, we're close. It's another word that starts with an S. A script. Yes, Fran said it. That is a script. Okay. All right, very good. Yes, they read the dialogue or the scenarios off of a script. Okay. What else? So if you are at a theater, and what helps create an illusion, okay, of some sorts? Okay. If you don't have these, it will always be dark. It will be dark on stage unless you have these items that start with the word L.
Lighters.
Okay, lights.
Yes.
Lights. Okay, lighters would be like lighting a cigarette. That would be a lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, but lights, okay, are like light bulbs. We call those lights. Francis spotlights. Yes, spotlight would go, and it would put a light right on the main actor. Okay, and you can have a light that does this and then goes really big. Okay, that's a spotlight. Okay, so yes, you need lights. Okay, and if you are filming a movie or a TV show, what kind of equipment would you need?
Camera.
A camera, great. Okay, that was Mehmet. So
Yeah.
camera. A
A
mic, says Aisha. Okay, a mic or a microphone. What was that? Burcu?
Yes.
Did you say something?
Mm.
What else would we need if we're filming?
Film çekilirken ne olması gerekirdi diyor orada.
Say that one more time. Oh, that was in Turkish.
Yeah, sorry. I explained her.
Gotcha. So, costumes. Yes, we would need costumes, Nina. Camera and mic. So you would use a camera to film the movie, and a microphone to pick up what the actors are saying. Okay, a microphone records the sound. Okay, very cool. All right, awesome. We've talked about acting and in the different words that we could use with it. Okay, great, you guys. Let's go to our next word, and this will be for Badir. Okay, what's going on right here?
He is baking cake.
Bake.
Bake.
Okay, good. Yes, so this E at the end is silent. We would not say baki.
I'm
say
sorry,
take.
but I have a little question about this.
Yes, what's your question?
It's written bake. Is it a verb or a noun of the work?
It would only be a verb. Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
what is called
The person who makes it would be called a baker, and that would be a noun. Baker.
yeah, okay.
Okay. But yes, to bake, okay, would be to make something. Now, what kind of things do we bake? Okay, we cook certain foods and we bake certain foods. Okay, how do we bake something, or what kind of things? Yes, we bake bread.
Bread.
Okay,
Pizza.
bread. Pizza
Okay.
is baked as well. So are you telling me when we open up an oven and we put something inside and we close it up, that is baking, right? That would be baking. If we put it on top of the stove in a pot, that would be cooking. All right, so there's the difference. Inside the oven, you put something inside and you close it up. That is bake. Okay? And then on top of the stove with the heaters or with the fire, okay, that would be cook. All right, so Bruno here says, cookies. Cookies are my favorite. I love chocolate chip cookies. Those are my favorite. Yes, Guillermo says, cake. I love cake too.
Nice.
Yum.
Pie as well. Yes, you can bake. You can bake a pie. Okay, apple pie. That's my favorite. What's your favorite type of pie? Apple pie is mine.
Like pie is like cake.
Fudge pie.
But a pie has fruit. Okay, and it's going to be a little bit more gooey. So let's look at this. Okay, so let me show you some pictures. Okay. All right, so this is going to be a pie. Okay, so you see how inside, okay, it's going to be soft, like, and you can put fruit there. Okay, you have fruit here as well. Okay,
Like a
these are
dessert.
what pies look like, and it's a filling. So underneath here, okay, you can lift this top off. Okay, and there's going to be filling inside, filling like fruit or cream, things like that. Okay, that is a pie. Okay, now if we talk about cake, all right, I'm sure most people know what cakes look like, but let's grab a picture. Cake. Cake. All right, cake is mostly bread. Okay, so you see how on the inside, this is bread and it's not gooey. Okay, there's not a filling. It's mostly bread. So that is the difference between, or the main difference between a cake and a pie. Does that make sense?
Dessert.
Yeah.
Yes, and they are all desserts. Okay, now let's talk about that word. Okay, so we have two words here. I'm going to type them in the chat box. This word here is dessert. If it shows up, okay, yes, there we go. That word is dessert. Okay, with the accent at the end. That means pie. Okay, that means cake, cookies. Okay, anything with sugar. Sugar. All right, so dessert, the accent at the end, dessert. Okay, now if we talk about desert, desert is like the Sahara Desert. Okay, with sand. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so we have two different spellings. Class, this is dessert with the accent at the end. Da-da, dessert. Okay, if we go to desert with the accent at the beginning, da-da, desert, this is a desert. Here we go. This is desert. Okay, so it has sand and it's really hot. All right, so it's important that when we are talking about food, okay, with sugar and things like that and bread, we say dessert and not desert. Okay, dessert. Okay. Now, what other type of things can we bake? We've talked about, yes, not good for eating. You should not eat sand. All right. Okay. What other things can we bake? Okay, we've talked about some bread, pizzas, cakes, pies, cookies. Okay, what else do we put in the oven to bake?
Pancake. Pancake.
Pancakes would be made on top. We would make or cook pancakes. Okay, that's made on top. Okay.
Can we say chicken?
Yes, you can bake chicken. Okay, if you put it inside the oven, but if it's on top of the stove, you are cooking chicken. All right, or frying chicken. If you use a lot of oil, that would be frying chicken. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So pasta, you would cook pasta. You would not bake it. Okay, because pasta you put in a pot, and it has water there. Okay. Amparo says turkey. Yes, we would bake a turkey. Okay. Yes, we bake pizza. Okay. If you put it in the oven, if you put it in the microwave, okay, that would mean you are heating up, or we call that nuking. Okay, if you put something in the microwave, we say nuking. Okay, so you can nuke, which because we use radiation to heat it up. All right, that's a microwave. We nuke it. All right, and it's slang. Okay, lasagna. Yes, Nina. You can bake lasagna, okay, because it goes in a dish and you put it inside the oven. Bake and roast. Bake and roast. Okay, so bake is going to be inside of an oven. Okay, now let me show you some pictures here so you can effectively see what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's take a look at an oven, okay, and then I'll show you a roast, okay, a pot roast, okay, and it's another type of pot. So if you bake something, okay, just like this, you put it inside, okay, inside the oven, okay. This right here is the oven. Up top is the stove. We cook right here, and we bake inside here. That's baking. Okay. Now, if we pot roast, that's delicious. It's not going to show me the machine to do it. Okay. When we roast something, let's see. There's two meanings for this. It's not going to show me. Let me see. Okay, so you see this right here. Okay, this is the type of, it's a pot. Okay, but that's how you would roast it. Okay, and it's usually heated from the bottom, and you cook it very, very slowly. All right, that's the difference. The other way is to use the word roast. Yes, I'm hungry as well. Okay, let me. The other way to use the word roast is like marshmallows. Okay, so you would actually stick something in the fire. Okay, this is called roasting as well. So you stick it in the fire and it gets completely burned. Just like that. That's called roasting marshmallows. All right. So it's similar, but just a little different. Okay. Sometimes you can put a roast inside of the oven, but you let it cook there for a long time. Okay. So that's the difference. And usually there's a machine that does it, and that's called a pot roast. Okay. A machine that does that heats it up and cooks it slowly. So it's just a little bit different than bake. Okay. Okay, let's go to our next word, and this is for now. Forgive me if I pronounce this wrong. It's burju, burgu, no burju,
Burcu.
burju.
Yes.
That's a difficult one. That's really difficult. All right, let's see. Burju. Okay, let's go to this word right here. So burju, what is going on right here?
Bank teller.
Okay, that
Teller.
would be bank. Bank teller.
Bank teller.
Good. Yeah. So let's look at another picture of what this would be, because that one's not really good. Okay, but okay, when we go to the bank, there is a person that assists you. Okay, and they are the person that stand behind that counter. Okay, and just like this lady's doing. Okay, and maybe here as well. Okay, but they stand behind a counter, and they are called bank tellers. Okay, so that is a specific job at the bank. Okay, do you know of any other jobs that you can do at the bank?
Exchange money.
Okay, you can change money. Yes, exchange or change it.
Currency exchange.
Yep, currency exchange. Excellent. What other jobs can you do at the bank?
Paychecks.
What is it called when you ask for money from the bank and that you pay back slowly?
Credit.
Okay, those are called loans.
Count my money.
Yes, you can go and count your money there. But if yes, good, Ahmad, that is called a loan. Okay, and so when you go in and you ask for money, okay, they have people that are called loan officers. Okay, loan officers. Yes, to loan would be to borrow. Okay, so you're borrowing money from the bank, and the people that help you at the bank to do that are called loan officers. Okay, they if you are buying a house, okay, you would get what's called a mortgage. Mortgage. That's how we pronounce that. The T is silent. The T is silent. We do not say mortgage. It's mortgage. Mortgage. Okay? And we would also have the manager at the bank. The manager would run everything that's going on there. Okay? So we have bank tellers. Okay? Those are the people that you normally talk to when you go to a bank. All right? Let's go to our next word, because we don't have any other uses for bank teller here. All right, how about, let's see, I think Halwani is my next person here. Okay, Halwani,
Okay.
what's going on right here?
Blow dry.
Okay, yes, that's blow dry, blow dry. Okay, now, and this is mainly for the females here. Who would you go to cut and blow dry your hair?
Coiffeur.
Say that again.
Coiffeur.
Yes, so someone that would cut your hair, okay? They are called hair stylists, or a hairdresser as well. Okay, hair stylists, hairdresser. Okay, yes, Amparo, a beauty salon. Okay, now what kinds of equipment when you need, what would you need to work at a beauty salon? Okay, so if you're going to cut someone's hair, what are those things called that cut?
Like a skyzer.
Very close. They're called scissors. Okay, like that. Scissors. Yes, a hairdresser. Okay, they're called scissors. Those that cut, those things that cut, scissors. Okay, that C at the beginning is silent. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, place of happiness for women, Itung says. That's funny. Okay, to trim. Okay, when you trim, you take off a little bit, just barely. Okay, that is to trim. Okay, you cut a little bit of your hair. Okay, now you could say cut it all off. Okay, and that means you want a lot taken off.
Teacher, I have a question.
Sure.
To trim is both for men and women, or just for men?
It would be mainly for women.
Oh, for women.
Yeah, that's what you mainly would say. Right now, I need to go get a haircut. My hair is getting long. Okay, and so I would say, cut the sides short. Okay, and cut a little bit off the top. So I wouldn't necessarily say trim. Okay, I could say trim. It's not really a female or a male word. Either way is fine. But for the most part, women say trim. Okay, they would go to the hairdresser to get a trim.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. How else? Or what other things would we need at the beauty salon or the barber shop? Okay, men usually go to barber shops. Okay, that's where we get our hair cut. Okay. Oh, trimmer or clippers. Good. Yeah, that's that machine. And it makes that sound. And it kind of cuts through your hair. All right. Yes, a razor. Okay, a razor would be good to have. Okay.
Maybe
how about what's that?
hair dryer.
A hair dryer. Yes, a hair dryer or a hair a blow dryer is what they call that as well. So a hair dryer. Whoops. Hair dryer. Okay, or blow dryer. Okay, would be another word for it. Okay.
Comb.
And there, that's what I was waiting for. Who said comb?
Ramzi. Harwani.
Okay, Halwani. Okay, so yes, you'd need a comb. Okay, for a man, you would use a comb. For a female, you would use a brush. Okay, and that would kind of move things out of the way. You know, a brush for your hair. Good. Okay.
Could you spell the comb?
Yes, comb is with a B at the end. Okay, comb.
Could you write that?
What's that?
Could you write that?
Yes, I did. It's in there twice. It's in the chat box.
We can say hairstylist.
Yes, you can say hairstylist. Okay, I used to, when I played music full time, I had a hairstylist that I went to so that I could have the latest and most fashionable hairdo, right? But I don't do that anymore because they were really expensive as well, right? And so you'd get a fashionable hairdo by going to a hairstylist. Now I go to a barber, and we get a nice easy cut, and it's done. Okay, I saw another one here, hairspray. Oh, whoops, it's not called scissor hairspray. Sorry, I was writing another word. Hairspray. There we go. Hairspray. Okay, yes, a barber's chair. Okay, if you are if you go to a hair salon or a beauty shop or a barber shop, okay, you will need a barber's chair. Okay, those are pretty typical. Okay, they raise up and down, okay. Yes, they use, it wouldn't be called hair wax, okay. You can call it a styling cream, okay, as well as mousse, and I think mousse is spelled like that. It's a French word, so, beats me. I don't use mousse, so I'm not exactly sure. Fixing cream, yeah. To have it stay in place. Okay. Okay. Good.
Parfüm.
What's that?
Parfüm.
Did you say perfume or?
Yes, I said parfüm.
Okay, yeah. So perfume. You can definitely spray some perfume so that you smell good afterwards. Okay, that's good. All right, cool.
Nail
All right, let's go.
Nail polish.
Yes, if you're a woman and you're going to get your nails done, okay, you would wear nail polish. Okay, good. Okay, and in some places you may hear someone say, "I'm going." So let me type this in here. I'm going to the salon to get my nails did. Okay, get your nails did or my hair did. Okay, and that's obviously bad grammar, but not die, but did. Okay, that means you're getting your hair cut or your nails polished. Okay, my nails did or my hair did. That should be nails. I apologize, Alexis. Should be nails instead of nails. Yes, so like a manicure or something. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Yes. Yeah, you got your nails did. Nice job, Jessica. Just like that. Fingernails. Yeah, that's what fingernails mean. I apologize. I didn't. Yes, Alexis, those are fingernails. We call them nails as well. I apologize. I didn't explain that. I thought you. That's my bad. My bad. Okay, let's go to our next word here. All right, let's see where we're at. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Oops. Okay, scroll down and go to. We're going to go over to the far left side.
Design.
It's we're going to this one right here. It starts with a B.
Build.
Yeah, that's build. Build. Okay. Let's see. Who had said that? Jane. So Jane, that word instead of saying build, okay, we use a short I sound. Build.
Build.
Please repeat that. Build.
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 Yeah, good. Nice. All right. So, what type of things can we build?
Building.
A building.
Okay, a building.
A house.
Good. A house. Okay,
Factory.
I live a factory.
Shopping center.
Shopping center. I live in an apartment. Okay, and you can definitely build apartments.
A mall.
Okay, yeah, mall and shopping center are fairly closely related. So yes, mall. Bridges, I see. That's an interesting one, Amr. Yes, you can build a company or build a firm. Now, we're not talking about physically building it, okay, but you put all the pieces together. You invent the product or the service, and you start the business. You build a business from the ground up. Okay?
Like infrastructure.
Yes, like the figurative infrastructure. Infrastructure can be physical, and it can also be non-physical. Okay, so not goodness, I lost my word there, but not imaginary, but not material. Okay, so there's a physical infrastructure where you're actually building a building. Okay, or you can talk about the infrastructure of a company. Okay, having certain people do certain jobs. Okay, and building the company the way that it works, the way that machine would work, meaning a company. Okay, hotels, bridges, good. Okay, now. What sort of materials or tools would you need to build?
Iron.
Hammer,
What? A hammer. Good.
Bridge.
building machine,
The question is, what kind of tools, okay, or materials would you need to build something?
wood,
Okay, wood. Okay, we've said hammer.
Iron.
I see blocks, nails.
Bridge.
Okay, and Nina, tractor would be spelled with a C. Okay, yes, machines. Okay,
iron,
iron. Yeah,
iron,
good. What other type of things? How do you put iron together? So if you have iron here and iron here, okay,
Like
how would you seal that?
molding.
It's called weld. Okay, we weld together metals. Okay, and we weld those together. That it holds them together. Okay. All right. What else? Oh, an engineer. Mohammed said, yes, first you need an engineer. Yes, that's good. Because if you don't have an engineer, all right, it will be
I am
built
engineer.
correctly. Oh, you are an engineer. Excellent.
Yes.
Very good. Chun says cement. Yes, we would need cement. Sometimes screws, a screwdriver, cables.
Sand.
Sand, yeah. If you're mixing the cement, okay, good. All right. You'll need the workers to do the work, right? Very
El kit
good.
required.
What was that?
El kit required.
Oh, let's see. I did not get that. Can you type it in the chat box for me? Steel and iron. All right, we'll see you, Mustafa. A screwdriver, yeah, okay. All right, very good. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the different words we can use with building. Okay, electrical wires as well. Excellent. Okay. All right, let's check out our next word, and this is for Jessica. All right, and I believe it's cutting hair. Okay, we've already talked about cutting hair when we talked about the salon.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move over. All right, how about this word right here? What's going on here?
Deliver.
Yeah, deliver. And what is he delivering?
Pizza.
Pizza. Deliver.
Yes, pizza. Very good. Okay. So class, what kind of items can we have delivered? What kind of items? We say pizza?
Flour.
Flowers? Yeah, very good.
burger,
Okay.
hamburger,
Mail.
Hamburgers, sandwiches, cargo. Now what would
Meal.
be did you say meals?
Mail.
Oh, mail.
Mail.
Good. Yes, mail. Okay. Takeout food. Mohammed, the other person that cuts hair would be a stylist or a barber. Okay. So yes, mail. How else? What other things can we deliver? How about packages?
There is Amr who says deliver a class. Can
Okay.
you explain
Yes, that's definitely a way to use the word deliver. Okay. You can also deliver a song. Okay. So after a song is sung, someone can say, "How did you like the delivery of the song?" That means how the song was sung. Okay, or how, if we're talking about classes, how the class was delivered. Okay, certain words that were said, if you liked the material, okay, things like that. That would be delivering a class. Okay, and also another word for that would be giving a class. Giving a class. Okay, does that make sense? How we would use that word deliver? Yeah. Okay. You can deliver a class. You can deliver a song.
Deliver a baby.
Aha. Yes, you can deliver a baby as well. All right, and that doesn't mean that you're taking the baby and taking it over to someone else, right? No. But you're helping the baby out. Okay, that's called delivering the baby.
Sorry, teacher. Could you repeat again? Delivering.
Delivering what? Delivering a class? Deliver?
Could you repeat again? I can't pronounce.
Oh, sure. It is pronounced deliver. Deliver.
Deliver.
Good. One more time. Deliver.
Deliver.
Excellent.
Thank you.
There is also we say to deliver a criminal to the justice.
Yes. So if you're a police officer, you could say, "Hey, I need to deliver the criminal to the jail cell," or something like that. Yes, delivering a person. Okay, that's good. We can deliver documents as well.
Deliver a lecture or a speech. You give it to the public.
Good. And that's the same as like delivering a class or delivering a song. It's usually done orally. Oral, okay, or orally means with your mouth. Okay, oral means with your mouth. An oral argument, okay, a verbal argument. Okay, Vanessa, delivering a baby would mean a doctor would help the baby out. Okay, out, you know, of the female. Okay, so we call that delivering a baby.
We also say deliver the baby from the kindergarten.
Let's see. You can say that. To or from. Deliver the baby from the kindergartner to the kindergartner. Yeah, if you're dropping the baby off, deliver the baby to the kindergartner. Okay, things like that. That would work. Okay, or deliver. Yeah, so when you are dropping something or someone off, okay, that would be a delivery. Okay, good, great job, you guys. A lot of really good good words here. Awesome. Okay, let's check out our next word. It looks like Hangouts is freezing on me. All right, let's see here. Okay, our next word, and this is for, I believe it's Mehmet.
Yeah.
What's going on in this next picture here?
This picture's design.
Okay, design.
He
Excellent.
designed some mechanical parts, I think.
Yeah. So you can definitely design mechanical parts.
Yeah.
What else can you design, class? Design a
Car, map.
Okay, that's
home.
good. Okay, anything really that needs to be built.
Before
Okay,
the build,
yeah. So
design.
before it's built, you build it. It needs to be designed. They have to know how to put the things together, and so you have a designer. Okay. Now that's with physical things. What about with technology? Okay, do we have designers of technology as well?
Yes, I am kind of Photoshop designer and infographist.
Okay, good. Yes, so a Photoshop designer. Okay, How else can we use the word designer as well?
Electric circuit.
Okay, electrical circuits.
Yes.
Okay, yes, an electrical designer. Okay,
Also,
good.
I am a network designer, computer network designer.
Yes, networking. Networking, that is huge right now because there are so many places that are growing bigger and bigger, and they need good networks. Okay,
Fashion.
so fashion, yes, clothes. You can design clothes. All right, that's a really popular way to use the word designer.
Also, you can design a survey or policy
Okay, yes, you can design policy, surveys.
or system.
Okay, a system. Okay, good. All right. Now, what if you said, and we're not talking about a particular design, like a physical design, but you say let's see. Well, let's say if we're talking about a robbery. Okay, so a robbery, and the robbery went well. They went in and they stole the diamonds, and they broke out. And someone says your design went off without a hitch. Okay, so that would mean your design went off without a hitch, or your design was perfect. Okay, you're not necessarily talking about building something, okay, or putting something together, but a plan that was in place. Okay, so you can design how a robbery functions. All right, so that's another way to use that word. Okay, awesome. Yeah, we've got a whole lot of great answers over here on the side. That's awesome. Nice job, you guys. Okay, let's go to our next word, and this is for. And I do apologize. Hangouts is going extremely slow for me right now. So Tablas, you are my next person. And let's go to our next word. I'm going to scroll over.
Drive.
Over and down. Okay, drive. Okay, and what is he driving right here? What does it look like he's driving?
Maybe school bus.
Yeah, he's driving a school bus. Okay, you can also drive a city bus. What
City
other
bus,
type of things can we drive?
Plane,
Truck.
car.
Train.
Okay, yeah, you
Truck.
can drive a car, a truck, a bus. A plane we would not be able to drive. We fly.
Pilot.
Yes.
We fly a plane. We do not drive a plane. We fly a plane.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What else?
Motorcycle.
Subway.
Let's see.
Bicycle.
With a motorcycle, you would say that you
Right.
ride.
Yeah.
You ride a motorcycle. You don't drive it. You ride it. Okay. Okay. Yes, you can drive a taxi as well because that's like a car. All right.
Subway.
All right. Subway. So the subway train. Okay. That would actually be conduct. Okay. Any type of train, you would conduct a train. Okay. So a subway, you would conduct a subway. All right. Bicycle, you would actually ride a bicycle. Okay. And let's see, what other ways can we use the word drive that does not have to do with driving a type of vehicle?
Like driving a conversation.
Okay, driving a conversation. Yeah, that means that you keep the conversation moving along. Right? How about you drive me crazy?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, you drive me crazy. Stop talking. All right. That's a good way to use that word. Drive me crazy. Okay. That means you're making me crazy. How else can we use the word drive, class? What do you think?
Teacher,
Yes.
what's the difference? Driver driving crazy
Driver.
and or driving crazy or make a crazy.
It would mean the same thing. If you say, man, you drive me crazy. or man, you make me crazy. It's the same thing. Okay, it means the same. So you, okay, are making me crazy, or you are driving me crazy. So whatever you are doing, okay, makes me crazy.
Okay.
All right. So now, if you drive someone crazy, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes, if a woman is very beautiful, okay, and she comes up to you and she talks to you, and you're like, "Wow, she's so beautiful. I can't do this." You could say, "Man, she drives me crazy." Okay,
Nice.
that would be a good crazy, but it would be like, "Wow, crazy in love" type thing, right? Okay, but if then we have the bad crazy, where someone actually makes you mad, like, "Oh, you drive me crazy, you drive me mad." Okay, how else can we use the word drive? How else? Any other ideas?
Could you repeat again the question?
How else can we use the word drive? You can drive in the traffic, but driving, oh, okay, that would make sense. So if you are driving traffic, that would mean that you are directing it, okay? So you're guiding it from
There
one
is
place to another.
there's like another meaning for driver, which is often used in softwares, like you must get this driver in order to get this software running. So here driver means like a plugin that must be
Yeah, a
installed
plugin.
in order that the software can use it properly.
Yeah, and that would be dealing with computers. You know, the hard drive. Okay, a driver or a plugin. Okay, good, exactly. And yeah, that's pretty good. Awesome. All right, you guys. So we are driving the herd as well. Yes, that means that you're guiding. That's similar to driving traffic. Okay, so you can drive traffic to a certain website. Okay, that's one way of saying it. You can drive traffic to a store. Okay, that means people. You are driving people to go to it. So, for example, Verbling a while ago, they were trying to drive traffic to Verbling to get more students. All right, and so they were doing certain types of promotions and things like that. Okay, thank you everybody for coming to class. Later tonight, we'll be going through the rest of these words. Okay, I believe, if we can make it through. But yes, it was great seeing a lot of new faces as well as some familiar ones. Okay, all right, take care and have a great morning, night, or afternoon wherever you're at. Take care.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you, teacher, for the class.
Teacher.
Thank you.
See
Hope
you.
to see you soon.
See ya. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.